Okay, so for this one, I just pulled up one that I could work. What you might have to do is view an example to see how they're wanting this worked. Of course, we have the formula, which is where you take the standard deviation divided by the mean times 100. But if you look at the steps, it wants you to use technology to find the mean, and then to find the standard deviation, it wants you to use technology. So we're going to use Excel. So I'm going to open this in Excel. And here is set 1 and here's set 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and calculate. I'm going to label it so we can keep up with. So first I need the average, the mean. So I'm going to do average of set 1. And then I'm going to do the average of set 2. I mean, you could technically calculate this on paper. It wouldn't take long to do that part. Standard deviation wouldn't take long either, but they want you to use technology for this problem. So let's make sure that I think it was a sample, but I want to make sure. Sample, yeah. So that's important in Excel because when you do the standard deviation, you want to make sure you click on the sample one. And then you want to highlight your set. And here's your standard deviation. But if you look in the example, it wants you to round this to 2 decimal places. So that's going to be 1.92. Okay, for set 2, 5.98. I'm going to go ahead and just let Excel do it. Alright, so let's check this and make sure that we're on the right track. So we want the coefficient of variation. So what we need to do is divide our standard deviation. I'm just going to do this in Excel. You can put it in the calculator, but I'm going to divide the standard deviation by the mean, and then I'm going to times that by 100. So here is my answer, but I believe they wanted us to round to 1 decimal place. So we're going to do 33.2. Okay, so let's do the second one. We're going to, and you could have let Excel round it for you. Excel does so many cool things. Alright, so for this one, we're going to do equal, and we're going to do the standard deviation divided by the mean, and we're going to times that by 100. And that's going to be 62.3. So 62.3. And that's how you work the coefficient of variation on these types of problems. Now, data set 2 has more variability because its coefficient of variation is higher. The higher it is, the greater the percentage of variation.